Hello. So today we are going to talk about our body or your body or my body or just like bodies in general. So I'm gonna rewind back to like my teenage years, my early adult life, my 20s, my early 30s, and the complete pain that I lived in constantly all through those years. I remember being in pain as a teenager, but I was tough and very athletic and kind of like rough on myself. So I just thought that the pain was because of of that. Because I wasn't gentle. But then through my early 20s, I was still in pain, even though I wasn't really hard on myself anymore, or as I wasn't playing intense sports so much anymore, or, you know, helping my dad with stuff on the farm, and or my mom too. And anyway, still in pain. And I remember, like, I got married really young, and I remember just like asking my husband, like, please just like push on my back, like at the end of every work day. Please just push on my back, like between my shoulder blades, and like just like put pressure on it to try to relieve the pressure that I was feeling and the pain and the tightness in the knots. And so, I mean, that was like almost 20 years, like 15 years ago. So 15 years ago, like massage wasn't popular, like chiropractors were seen as like voodoo people that like were scary and you shouldn't go near them. And I really had no relief from the pain that I was feeling. So I did my best to live with it. And then years progressed, and then you add kids and life and just more stuff to the mix. And my pain didn't go away, and I started to have like physical health issues on top of the physical pain that I was dealing with. So I had a crazy rash on my hand and like a couple spots on my arms, and I think like sometimes like behind my ears a little bit, and I would react really like my stomach was just kind of a disaster. Like I would eat certain foods and I'd have like cramps, or I'd be so bloated, and like it was kind of a gong show. Like looking back, it's like no wonder I was like losing my mind, because when you're in physical pain and you're having health problems like 24/7, it starts to like wear on your head after a while, and you're not happy and you don't feel good, and it's just a shit show. So anyway, so that was like me all through my prime, which didn't really feel like much of a prime at all because I was suffering daily. Anyway, no clue, no, like, so at least like through my 20s, I started to go to the chiropractor. But I had to go to the chiropractor at least once every month just to be able to like function. And I still was in a lot of pain. And like the closer I'd get to my 3 week to 4 week window to go see the chiro again, it would just be like, oh, I would seize up, I would kink up, I'd be in pain. And I mean, don't even get me started on the rash and the food issues, because that was like a whole nother disaster in itself. But what I'm trying to say is our body is a reflection, and it is ends up being the result of what we have going on within us and how we are reacting to the world around us. So when we have physical stuff, when we have health stuff, when we have pain stuff with our body, our body is trying to get our attention that I'm not happy. I'm not in happy land. There's things that are affecting me, and this is your sign to like figure it out and resolve it and heal it and let it go and like sort it out. And there's so many messages that come from our body. So when I started to do and learn about this work that I now do, it was like this huge light bulb for me, because I was like, yes, I have a sense that I'm holding on to some things and that I'm not reacting well to other things that are completely unrelated to my physical body. And that, my friends, was the one, not the only, but like the hugest light bulb of my life that I had had up until that time. Like, there have been many light bulbs, but like that was a big one. So every single client that I have, we do not focus on the physical. We focus on the physical is the result. What you're dealing with and what you're having trouble with physically is just the result of like things that are all piled up and adding up to create the physical result. So I work with a ton of clients with physical stuff, but the cool thing is that I'm not actually working on their body. I mean, I'm working on their body, but not directly. I'm working on everything that has added up and piled up and like got stirred up that is causing the body to be like not a happy camper. So our body is the only like physical, like touch it and like feel it, and our body is the only physical aspect about us. Our thoughts are not physical. Our beliefs are not physical. Our experiences and how we interpret them and how we perceive them are not physical. Our our feelings are not physical, right? So our physical body is the only measurement. It's the only measuring guide. It's like the only measuring cup we own to be able to tell us when something is not cool and not happy with all of these non-physical things that make up our life. So I also have this book. It's called Messages from the Body. And like, look at it. It's like, it's a beast. It's so thick. And like, I use this a lot with clients that are a little bit like unsure about like, well, really, like my past could be affecting me or my emotions could be affecting me. It's like, yes. What are you struggling with? Let me look it up in my book and I will let you know what the book says are the causes, and then I will help you balance and resolve and release and let go of all of these causes that are you specific. That's the other thing. So many of us end up with the same end result, but the causes that created the end result potentially, and like I've seen it time and time again, the causes are different for everybody. So if you come in with a sore shoulder or a bad shoulder, I do not treat you the same as the person before you that also came in with a sore shoulder and a bad shoulder, because like basically the causes are the same, the categories are the same, the cause categories are the same, but what you experienced and what you went through and how you perceived and how you thought and what you're holding are individual to you. So, but this book gives such a good overview of the causes, but then, I take it further and I help people find the individual specific causes to the individual that caused the category, which then ended up in the result. So, I just wanted to share that with you about our body and pain and health problems and stress and like everything that affects us on a physical level. It's not created by physical stuff. Like, even if you hurt it, like, so yes, we can physically hurt ourselves. We can get physically injured. Yes. But we should not live with that physical injury for the rest of our life. If all it was a physical injury, the body would heal itself within, depending on what it is, but within a few days, a few weeks, a couple months. Like, even a broken bone should be fully healed within 6 to 8 weeks. And yeah, like, if you cut yourself and you need stitches, like, heck yes. Like, if you have a broken bone, yes, like, you have to get it looked after. You have to get the physical put back in place. Like, Humpty Dumpty has to get put back together again. But within an acceptable time frame, that injury, that pain, that problem should be resolved if it was only physically related, because like, we're built to heal. We're built, like, we are designed to heal ourselves without having to tell ourselves to heal. I've always said to my kids, I'm like, when you get a cut, it's okay. Your body knows how to heal itself. And they're all worried and they're unsure. And I'm like, okay, guys, like, have you ever had to tell your scrape, like, okay, scrape, it's time to heal now? And like, you have to focus on it and look at it and think about it? No, the body innately and naturally will heal itself. But when there's static, when there's trauma, when there's drama, when there's interference, when there's like literally all these intangible things piled up between you and your ability to heal, that's like blocking the passageway, your body isn't going to be able to heal. It's not going to be able to, like, body, like, pain. It's not going to be able to connect. It's not going to be able to, like, work together, because there's, like, I don't even know, like, there's all of this stuff in between that is not allowing the body and the pain itself to connect and heal. So this is what I help people with, like, people that come to me with physical stuff. This is what I work on, is all of this, like, intangible stuff that is actually the culprit, that's actually at, like, it's the disconnect. So what do you have going on? Where's your pain? Do you get headaches? Do you feel, tightness in your shoulders and in your neck? And, like, a lot of things help relieve and temporarily help, but it comes back, right? Like, going to the chiropractor every 3 weeks to 4 weeks for a decade, that was me. But it didn't actually get me to a point where I didn't have to come back every 3 weeks. And like, I love my chiropractor. And I've loved all the chiropractors that I've had. They've been phenomenal. But it's just like I would like it to be more like maintenance and like going to the dentist. Yes, definitely. Go to the dentist. The dentist is very beneficial for you. But 10 years of like having that be the only way I could function, it gets a little bit irritating after a while. So, I'm just here to share that with you today. I am so passionate about helping people fully resolve their pain and fully resolve their health problems because there's more to it than the physical. So I would like to take you through a little mini meditation of how to connect to your body and listen to your body, because that is the first step of understanding what in the hell is going on with your body. What the hell is going on, right? So go ahead and close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. And imagine that you are turning on the switch to like turn on your inner senses. So your inner sense of sight, smell, taste, touch, and sound. Now, make sure that the light within you is turned on, so it's not dark. But I'd like you to imagine or invite your body in. Invite it into your space. Maybe you're in a room, maybe you're outside, maybe you are at a spa, maybe you are on a mountaintop. Who knows? There's no right, there's no wrong. But just imagine that wherever it is that you are, you're inviting your body to join you. Now, imagine that your body has its own voice and you can communicate with it, and you are the observer and the listener. I'm going to speak to your body on your behalf. Now, there's no right, there's no wrong, there's no good, there's no bad. All there is what you're willing to receive and what you're willing to be open to within yourself. So I'd like to ask your body a question on your behalf, and you can listen to what the body has to say. Your body is its own individual. Body, are there factors that are affecting your ability to heal or to feel good or to stop getting whatever it is that you're getting, or to stop having whatever it is that you're having that's, not that great for your body possibly? Okay. Body, please show me, if I could imagine what these look like or what these are, please give me an image or a symbol of what sorts of things that these intangible factors that I'm holding that are affecting me that are not physical. Okay. Body, are any of these intangible factors ready and willing to be released today? Are any of them like really old and not really relevant and they just got stuck? And are any of them ready and willing to go? Now, if you get a yes, we can keep going. If you get a no, that just means that nothing is ready yet, but the fact that you're able to become aware of it and the fact that you're able to get some understanding of what it is, that's a huge first step, right? And trust me, when I work with clients, I know how to get the unwilling to be willing. It just takes a little bit more digging and a little bit, a little bit of skills, that I've developed, but awareness is the first step. And so if you got to know that there's nothing ready and willing, that's okay. But just keep exploring and keep asking questions and keep having a look at what's going on within your body. Use your inner senses. Now, if you get a yes, let's go a little bit further. Body, please gather up everything that I'm holding that is ready and willing to be released today, that's affecting my ability to feel glorious, physically glorious. Okay. And once you get an image, remember you can pause this at any time. Once you get an image, I will speak on your behalf with a statement that will help you let it go. I give myself permission, and I give my body permission, and I give all of these factors permission to release, dissolve, disintegrate, send back what I did not create. All of these factors that are represented by the image that are ready and willing to be released today. And just go ahead and feel that and imagine it and create it, and just allow yourself to imagine that you and your body are working together to let go of all of these pieces, these intangible pieces that it's been holding that is actually preventing you from feeling fantastic. Now, force doesn't work. If everything within us is like a magnet, as long as there's a charge, it's going to hold on. But the important part is to know or learn how to neutralize the things that want to hold on and neutralize that charge so that everything becomes willing and there's no force. So just because you may be aware of something that you're like, oh my gosh, I am so ready to let this go at a thinking level, it doesn't always mean that it's ready to let go at an internal level. But there's a lot that can be done with what is ready and what is willing. But I just wanted to mention that, as you're in this space and as you're in this zone, don't force anything. Just work with what's willing. And if you want to go deeper, I'm always here. Just give me a shout, connect with me, and we can go deeper. We can take this further. Okay? So once you've imagined that image has let go, or it's gone as far as it's willing to go today, thank your body. Thank yourself, and thank your inner senses for helping you. Take a couple of deep breaths, and you can stay in this space as long as you like, gaining awareness. Stay in to gain awareness, to do some exploring. It's totally good. But when you're ready, you can come out of your space and just know that there are very unique ways of doing things that are highly, highly effective. And not sometimes, in order to achieve that, you have to think outside of the box. You have to operate outside of the box, because the box can only get us so far. Welcome to my world. The box basically was leading me on a path to ending my life. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't cope and manage with what was bombarding me daily. So I had to start thinking outside of the box, and I had to start exploring outside the box. And the cool thing is that I found what I needed. I got what I needed. And now my life is awesome and my health is awesome, and I have skills and tools that I want to teach people to help you in your life so that you can get beyond wherever you're at too. So, thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to connecting with you again very soon. Have a great day.